Senator Kethavar's crystalline form trembled as he approached the viewing deck of the Senate flagship Convergence. The massive vessel had traveled for 3 standard cycles to reach this unremarkable star system on the galaxy's outer rim, the EB, same system the Senate had dismissed as primitive and inconsequential just 50 rotations ago. Now, staring at the impossible sight before him, Kethavar understood why the emergency session had been called. Earth hung in space like a jewel, but it was no longer alone. Massive ring structures encircled the planet at impossible angles, defying conventional physics. Geometric patterns of pure energy danced between them, creating barriers that made his ship's sensors scream warnings. Even more disturbing were the dozens of human vessels that seemed to phase in and out of reality itself, their sleek forms incorporating technologies that shouldn't exist. "How?" whispered Ambassador Zixthala, her 6 eyes blinking in rapid succession, a sign of extreme agitation among her species. The humans were barely achieving interplanetary flight when we last surveyed them. Fleet Admiral Theron, the grizzled Corvan military leader, pulled up the historical files on his neural interface. 50 rotations ago, human ambassador Sarah Chen stood before the full Senate. She requested membership in the Galactic community. She warned us that her species was adaptable. The recording materialized in the air between them. A small, human female, unremarkable by galactic standards, stood at the center of the Senate chamber surrounded by hundreds of alien representatives. Her voice was steady, almost conversational. "Honored senators," the recording played, "humanity seeks peaceful integration with the galactic community. We offer our unique perspectives on problem solving, our creativity, and our determination. However, I must warn you, if rejected, humanity will find its own path among the stars. We are a species that thrives under pressure, that turns obstacles into opportunities. We hope that path can be alongside you, but we will walk it regardless." Kethavar remembered that day. The Senate had erupted in laughter. The Vorthak delegation had made jokes about primitive apes with delusions of grandeur. The Ethereal Council had dismissed humans as temporally insignificant. The vote for rejection had been nearly unanimous. "Play the rest," Admiral Theron commanded grimly. The recording continued. Ambassador Chen's expression hadn't changed, but something in her eyes had shifted. "Very well. The offer stands for 1 standard year. After that—" She had paused, looking around the chamber with what the translator had labeled as calculating assessment. "After that, humanity will consider the galaxy to have made its position clear." The transmission from Earth's surface crackled through their communication array, interrupting the memory. A human face appeared, older now, with silver threading through dark hair, but unmistakably the same woman who had stood before the Senate 5 decades ago. "Senator Kethavar," Sarah Chen's voice carried easily across the void, "I remember you voted against even hearing our proposal. How may Earth assist you today?" The casual confidence in her tone made Kethavar's crystalline structure resonate with unease. "Ambassador Chen, we've come to discuss the recent developments in your system." Sarah smiled, and it wasn't entirely pleasant. "Developments? You mean our little renovation project? After your Senate made it clear we weren't welcome in the galactic community, we decided to focus on home improvement. The energy readings from your planet are impossible," Zixthala interjected. "Our scientists calculate that you're manipulating fundamental forces that shouldn't be accessible to any species for millennia of advancement." "Ah, but that's where you made your first mistake," Sarah replied. "You calculated based on normal advancement. Humanity doesn't advance normally. We leap, we innovate, we take what shouldn't work and make it work anyway. 50 years of focused development, without the constraints of your proper procedures and established methods, tends to produce interesting results." Admiral Theron leaned forward aggressively. "The Corvan Empire demands to know the nature of your defensive capabilities." Sarah's laugh was genuine, and somehow more terrifying than anger would have been. "Admiral, you're looking at them. Those rings, you see. They don't just defend against physical attacks, they defend against concepts, try to approach with hostile intent, and your aggression simply stops working. Your weapons forget how to fire, your ships forget how to move. It's amazing what humans can accomplish when we stop thinking inside the box entirely. This is impossible, Kethavar whispered. Is it? Sarah asked. Your species have spent millions of years perfecting what you already know. Humans spent 50 years learning what we didn't. There's a difference between evolution and revolution, Senator. Your Senate chose to leave humanity out of the evolutionary path, so we chose revolution instead. A new voice joined the transmission, younger, with an accent Kethavar didn't recognize. Mom, the Andromedans are requesting a trade agreement. Their delegation should arrive next week. Sarah nodded. Thank you, David. Tell them we're looking forward to it. She turned back to the Senate delegation. The Andromedan galaxy has been much more welcoming than this one. Their scientific exchange program has been particularly fruitful. The implications hit the assembled aliens like a physical blow. Intergalactic contact, trade agreements, technology. Exchange. Everything the Galactic Senate had assumed was centuries beyond human capability. What do you want? Kethavar asked, his voice barely a whisper. Sarah's expression softened slightly. Nothing from you, Senator. The offer I made 50 years ago expired 49 years, 11 months and 29 days ago. Earth extends its friendship to those who want it, trades with those who have something to offer, and protects itself from those who might threaten it. The galaxy made its choice about which category it fell into. She paused, studying each of their faces through the transmission. But I will give you the same advice I gave your predecessors. Humanity doesn't hold grudges, but we have excellent memories. When you're ready to treat us as equals rather than subjects for evaluation, Earth will still be here. The transmission cut out, leaving the Senate delegation staring at the impossible structures surrounding Earth. Sir, came the voice of the ship's communications officer. We're receiving a message from the Centauri system. The humans there are requesting that we update our star charts. They've apparently reorganized their local stellar arrangement for improved efficiency. Kethavar closed all 6 of his optical sensors and tried to process the reality of their situation. Humanity had been ignored, dismissed, and rejected by the galaxy's greatest powers. In response, they had simply made themselves impossible to ignore. And now, as their ships continued to phase impossibly through dimensions that shouldn't exist, as their energy patterns defied every law of physics the galaxy thought immutable, one thing became crystal clear. The Galactic Senate had missed their chance to guide humanity's development. Now they would have to live in the galaxy humanity was reshaping around them.